Okay, let's get started with our leche flan. So let's do it. I'm going to show you guys all of the ingredients. So we're going to start with 12 eggs, sugar, I think about 3/4, some vanilla extract, condensed milk, some fresh milk. So to start off with, we're gonna grab a big bowl. Okay, so we're gonna use 12 eggs, and because I don't want to waste any eggs or egg whites, I'm gonna be using this little container. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna crack open 12 eggs. Okay, now that we have all of our eggs, we're going to transfer them into a big bowl. And if you have an electronic whisk or you just want to use a fork, then just use that. Okay, and then the next step is going to be to gradually add the condensed milk that we've got in here. So, and then I'm going to add the condensed milk gradually as I'm doing it. So, it's gradually. We are going to mix. So this is the eggs, the 12 eggs with the condensed milk. We're just gonna whisk. Then I'm gonna weigh out my milk. We're gonna be using this great scale. This is my favorite scale ever. It's so good because you can actually weigh plates, which is really, really ideal. So this is what I'm going to be using. Okay, according to Alexa, 1 cup of milk is 237 milliliters. So we are going to weigh that right now. Just, I feel like that was 1 teaspoon. So 150 grams. Oh, there we go. We are going to preheat our oven to about 170 Celsius, roughly. 170, there we go. And that's where our leche flan is gonna go. So we're gonna do our caramel. I'm gonna get a little hob and we're just gonna do that. Okay, I just had a bit of a disaster. I basically burnt the whole entire little pot thing. And yeah, it just didn't work out, so I'm gonna redo it again. I definitely put the heat way too high, and look, it's actually burnt the whole thing underneath, so just be careful if you're doing that because it's actually stuck the caramel everywhere. Pro tip for getting caramel out of your, just out of anything, is pour boiling water on it. So yeah, I'm gonna do boiling water, but not fun. The fun thing about cooking is that you learn from experience, and cooking the little pot there just taught me, like, make sure you're putting it on lower heat. So I'm just gonna wait for the pot to absorb the boiling water just so it can soften up the edges and the caramel, and then I can like rinse it through and then do it again. Guys, I am going to be a little reckless and I'm going to add a secret ingredient to this leche flan, which is not gonna make it an original leche flan because I'm adding this ingredient. So it's gonna be like a mix of Spanish and Filipino, because I'm gonna add this thing called cuajada, which is like a very firm, yogurt-y type texture. I don't actually know what this cuajada is made out of, but it's something that we use quite a lot in like yogurts, kind of cakes, but they're like kind of, I don't know how to explain it. I'll insert a picture so you get the idea, but I just thought the leche flan would be like a similar sort of consistency. So I'm gonna add this cuajada. Again, I could absolutely ruin this recipe. I have no idea if this is gonna be like a genius idea or if it's gonna just absolutely mess it up, but you know what, life's too short, so let's do it. This is no longer Filipino, it's like Spanish Filipino, but we're just gonna do it while, why not? Just go for it, gal. Okay, there we go. These I got when I went to Spain, but you could order them from Amazon. They are extremely expensive though, which is a bit of an issue. But yeah, you will not have to add this ingredient. I'm just adding it for fun. See if it actually makes a difference or not to this recipe. And then we're gonna wait for the caramel. We're gonna like redo the sugar and hopefully it turns out okay this time. So let's go do that. Okay, so I have my caramel mixture. Honestly, I feel like this is actually burnt. Like it just looks very brown. So I don't know. And I feel like it's definitely crystallized because it still has very clunky sugar bits, but I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not gonna redo it again. Oh my goodness, that has proper solidified in there. It was literally solidified. Jeez. Whoa. Definitely should not be like that. Oh my God. I'm gonna enjoy my little flan, my leche flan, which is in here. It actually looks really good. I'm really excited for this. I'm gonna do a little taste test and I'm gonna let you guys know what I think, but I'm genuinely very, very excited. I'm gonna take a little picture for the thumbnail. Let's do a little thumbnail pic. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that. Oh my God, that is actually really, really good. Oh, the caramel has even melted at the bottom. Guys, what the heck? What the actual heck? This is actually really good. This is actually really, really, really good. I don't know if it's meant to be like kind of thick. I'm thinking that's maybe because of the cuajada, but I'm really happy with the consistency. I'm really happy that the caramel has melted a little bit underneath as well. Wow, guys, that was a success. That was a success.